This can be even mistaken for a heart attack. Next, second is social anxiety. This sort of anxiety is based on extreme consciousness and worry about rejection or humiliation. And the third is generalized anxiety. A person with generalized anxiety disorder will experience excessive worrying about seemingly insignificant issues. Often, anxiety will manifest just from anticipating anxiety. Anxiety and Depression Associate of America. So how would we assist a person who is experiencing a panic attack? First is recognize the symptoms. And second is knowing what to do. So kailangan nating maging aware o dapat nating alamin din kung paano natin tulungan yung mga taong nag-experience ng mga ganyang klaseng sakit. So, for example, this is a sample scenario. So a student begins confiding about their plummeting grades. They emphasize that this essay they are revising is crucial to whether or not they pass the class. The more the students talk about their plummeting academic career, the faster they're breathing, the more they are sweating, and soon enough, they become pale. Essentially, their body has gone into a fight, flight, freeze response mode. They're having a panic attack. What do you do first? So, kadalasan nangyayari ito sa mga estudyante. For example, may nakita na tayong grades na tinabagsak na. Kumbaga, ano ka na ba, nagpapanik ka na, anong gawin mo, ganito, ganyan. Tapos pag naiisip mo yung grades mo na bagsak, mas talo kang nape-pressure. Kumbaga, mental block ka na. So, nagsisimula ka ng pinapawisan ka na, kinakabahan. Tapos parang iba na yung kaba ng dibdib mo. So, dyan nagsastart yung, ano, parang yung heartbeat mo, ganun. So, first is you need to calm in breathing. When a person experiences any sort of panic or anxiety, the first system in their body to become symptomatic is the respiratory system. Often, they hyperventilate. Rapid breathing leads to dizziness, nausea, and even loss of consciousness. Tama. So it is the most important to prioritize to calm breathing. It is important, 'di ba, pag for example, may mga lalo na yung mga may nagre-rescue, 'di ba? Sinasabi nila always sa'yo na, "Ma'am, kalma, kalma, hinga ng malalim," ganyan. Kasi if um hinahabol mo yung hininga mo, that would lead you into mawalan ka ng malay. So next, a calm breathing exercise. So first, inhale through the nose slowly and steadily. Count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi as an inhalation is ongoing. Second, once inhalation is complete, hold the breath for 1 or 2 seconds before exhaling. So for example, nag-i-inhale ka, hold mo yung breath mo for 1 to 2 seconds. After that, you exhale na. And the third, slowly exhale with the mouth for the same amount of time inhalation took. And the last is lather, rinse, and repeat. Repeat, repeat lang until umoke yung um, breathing exercise. So next, arousing realistic thinking. Often a person experiences a panic attack once the worries and anxieties have overtaken their logical appeals. During a panic attack, a person predominantly experiences deluded thinking regarding their physical and well-being due to the actual panic attack. I am having a heart attack or I am going to faint are very common thoughts that person experiences. The best way to combat this is reassurance and consistent breathing techniques. So, assisting a person with social or generalized anxiety. First, assisting without any physical manifestation of anxiety. And second is we need to create objective goals. So, this is a sample scenario na naman. So, a student you are tutoring is very quiet and hesitant when asking for help. When questions are asked, hardly any answers are given. You ask the student if everything is alright, and they inform you they have anxiety to extent where it was a core to come into the tutoring center today. What different approaches do you use for these students? So these are the answers. Physical manifestation of social anxiety. Often, anxiety can present itself in the same way panic appears. Social anxiety can manifest through blushing, excessive, sweating, nausea, rapid heart rate, dizziness. So, isa rin to sa mga anxiety na dumarating sa mga students na kapag lalo sa class na 'pag napapahiya ka ng hindi mo alam anong isasagot mo, siyempre pinagpapawisan ka, iniisip mo, "Hala, anong isasagot ko?" Ganito, ganyan. So, diyan nagsa-start din yung kumbaga nahihiya ka na, ganyan. So, the symptoms can be combated with deep breathing, hydration, and isolation. So, creating objective goals. Where society is prevalent, negative thought assists. It is natural for a person with social anxiety to not acknowledge their strength and instead belittle their self. Counter this thought process by having the student keep track of their progress by creating fair and doable goals. For example, a student has trouble with group activity because they are too self-conscious to speak. A reasonable goal that could be set up for the student is making free comments throughout their group activity. Remind the student feeling nervous while making this comment is okay and does not disqualify completion of this goal. So, kailan nga ba nakikita mo yung anxiety na parang kailangan mo nang tumawag ng tulong? So, anytime the person's safety is at risk including loss of consciousness, nawalan ka ng malay, second in hysteria, and third, expression of intent for self-harm or suicide. Yan talaga na kapag once kasi yung tao na nagkakaramdam ng anxiety, kumbaga she needs a companion or he needs a companion na kapag samahan siya, kausapin siya, kasi like depression na kapag ikaw lang mag-isa and then you're trying to think deeper of your problems that might cause you to draw in your mind to commit suicide. Ganon. So if the anxiety attack has become an emergency, call campus police, BART or the counseling center. Kung dito sa atin, tinatawag yung 911, di ba? So, resources to keep handy. So, ito yung mga resources na nakikita ko. Yan, hanapin lang natin dyan. And work site. So, that's the end of my topic. Yes, that's the end of my topic. Hi. So, thank you for listening.